Jeremy Ellis here. I'd like to talk to you about Phonegap, JavaScript, and computer programming. Lots of very capable programmers are trying to get more computer programming in high schools. I strongly support that. Computer programming is one time where kids really get to be academically creative. Unlike a lot of courses, even science courses, Physics 11, Chemistry 11, what we see as strongly academic is really just slightly different equations that people are using to solve problems. Whereas computer programming, kids can design their own apps or programs to solve problems that they want to solve. Anyway, today I want to show you some ways of working with Phonegap, which in my opinion is one of the best ways to get kids programming easily with the JavaScript language, the basic language behind web browsers. Kids can do everything from home. They don't have to buy software. I prefer working with the Android system because you can make the app almost instantly, test it instantly, give it to friends. There's none of the confusion of the iTunes Play Store and testing things. And so let's have a display of Phonegap. Hello, this is Jeremy Ellis. I'm going to show you how to do some simple things with Phonegap. Here's the main login to Phonegap. We're going to use Phonegap build, so we don't need to install it, but you do have to move down a little bit to get to the point that says try it now. So try it now. While that's going, I just want to jump over to GitHub. This is the normal login screen for GitHub. You just need a username, an email, and a password. If you do get lost in GitHub, there's your username. You click on that, you get back to this screen. You click on that, you get to your repositories, which are just folders. Inside those folders, we're going to put all our information for Phonegap. So I'm just going to click back to Phonegap. Here's the regular sign-in screen. I'm just going to sign in using GitHub, which is right there. And as long as you're pre-logged into GitHub, it gets you into Phonegap. You can have private Phonegap directories. With the free account, you can only do one. So you can load them up there or upload a zip file. That's quite an easy way to do it. I'm going to work with GitHub because I'm going to show you on GitHub how to find ready-made Phonegap projects. And we'll pull it down right there when we're ready. So back into GitHub, a search command. Helms here it has a little thing whether it's this repository or all repositories. We're going to always do pgb-helloworld. And that brings up a whole bunch of repositories that work in Phonegap build and have information about it. The number basically says how difficult it is. So as the numbers go higher, they get harder and harder, and Ajax being probably one of the harder things that we'd work with. I'm going to find something that should give web page designers, here we go, JO5, links, images, YouTube. So this is the original repository. What you must do is fork it. Fork it means it's going to go to your GitHub site. Now it's your folder that you can make changes to. And what I really want to show you here is, this is web page design. I've got a body font size. It says Hello World. I've got a link, very, very normal link to Google right there. I've got a button that changes the location of the site to Google. Let's go into Phonegap and see how hard it is to change this into an app. We often have to refresh that Phonegap page. So I'm going to refresh that. I want to make an open source app. And let's see if J05. There's our repository on GitHub. See, Phonegap talks to GitHub. And here it's come in. Sometimes you have to refresh this page. I'm going to get rid of my username there, and I'm just going to build it. Now right here you have iOS is in red because we don't have certificates set up with the iPhone. We're looking for the Android app, but here's Win 8, there's BlackBerry. This is using an old version of Phonegap. So I'll show you first how to get in and fix that. The Android app is now made. Lots of pages show you how to use your phone's barcode scanner. Scan it, install it on your phone, run it. It looks just like a web page. But I just want to show you some settings here. Click on that thing that doesn't really look like a link and go to Settings. Now I've found on my Android phone I have to give it the reverse order com dot whatever your stuff is, and I'm going to put in a version number. You're welcome to browse for an image. That's a really good way to get images into Phonegap. As soon as you've done something more advanced, you have no access to this image, and you can write a better description here. So I'm going to save that. It automatically knows that we need to rebuild the app, and it should, there we go. It's rebuilding Android, BlackBerry. Oh, one thing I didn't do in settings is set it to Phonegap 3.0. It looks like it has actually set. That's why those are probably errors. Here we go. It's pending. If you don't want to use a barcode scanner, another very simple way of working with this is on your Android phone to log into Phonegap. And then you just need to click on the APK to install it if you don't want to use a barcode scanner. So that's very quick. It updates really quickly. So, say you wanted to see what this page looks like. Well, that link, we can copy it, open up a new window, and type in HTML preview.github.com/?, and then paste that URL, and it didn't work. That's not very nice. Let's go back into here. Let's grab that URL, Control C. Let's go here, HTML preview.com, HTML preview.github.com/?. Did I spell everything right? Preview. Now we're going to paste that link and see if it shows up. Here we go. It says Hello World. The font's a little bit bigger because cell phones are really quite small. There's your regular link. There's your link as a button. Let's just check that it works. Go to Google. You can come back. Regular link to any website. And come back. This is a link to one of my pages, but that won't work on this site. Let me just have a quick try. You see it's going to say no because of the link. Now actually on your phone that should work as long as you have the capitalization right. Here's an image, and this is actually quite useful. Here's how to get a YouTube video on your app. So this is how your app's going to look like on the phone at the moment. And this is a video of how to do more stuff, the same kind of thing. Let's look at the coding for the video. You can get from embed share from YouTube a line like that. Problem is it doesn't include that part, and none of it works without the colon, from colon to HTTP. I don't know why. So that's it at the moment. Let's just go back to search. You see it says this repository. I want to search all repositories. pgb for Phonegap build, Hello World, and these are my repositories, a reminder. I want to find another easy one. Tables. How do you do tables? You can either look at it here. Let's see what it's got. Regular HTML. There's an HTML table. There's an HTML list. And you can preview what it would look like. But exact same thing with Phonegap. If we go to Phonegap, you need to refresh the page. Let's go to my apps. We want to make a new app. we need to come down here and find it. Where'd it go? If it isn't here, don't forget to refresh the page. What do we call this? Tables? Let's just refresh this page once. Let me just check back here. J11 table. Back into Phonegap, new app. Should be under there as the table. You can probably see it before I see it. Why is it not there? Oh, did I fork it? No, I'm still on the original. I have to fork it, put it into JTeach, then go back to Phonegap. Here we go. So let's refresh that page. New app, open source, table, and once again, it generates an app. Lots of ways how to do this. Ready to build. Look down here, iOS won't happen. Android and WinPhone should work. Why do I work with Android? Because it's so easy. You make that app, you email it to someone, the app that you're going to install from here, you can load it on the Play Store for $25. That's for as many apps as you want. There it is. It's done.